Hey guys, it's me, Devin, and today I have my very late March wrap-up and April TBR. I was going to wait till the end of April just to do a 2-month wrap-up, but I figured since I have time and it's actually sunny out today here where I live in New Jersey, that I would just film it now since it's only halfway through April. So for March, I didn't do much reading. I read 3 graphic novels, which were part of the same series, and I started 2 other books, which I haven't finished yet, but I still plan on finishing it, so they are carried on until my April TBR. So the 3 books that I read in March were all part of the Explorer graphic novel series by Kazu Kibuishi. The first book is Explore the Mystery Boxes. The second book is Explore the Lost Islands. And the third one is Explore the Hidden Doors. Now these books are anthologies, so there's 7 or 6 or 8 different stories in here by different authors, all edited together by Kazu Kibuishi. And each book has its own theme. So the first book, The Mystery Boxes, all the stories relate to some sort of box, some sort of mysterious box that somebody finds. The second book, The Lost Islands, all have to do with different islands or something to do with islands. And the third book, The Hidden Doors, of course, have to do with doors or some sort of door that leads people somewhere. I think out of all 3 of these, I think my favorite was The Lost Islands. I don't know, there was just something about the artistry, the writing, and everything. And I think the second favorite was definitely Mysterious Boxes. And my third favorite was The Hidden Doors. I really enjoyed all of them. I think I gave them all 4 or 5 out of 5 stars. I will just leave in the description what I gave it. So if you guys are really in the mood for some good graphic novels, or even like this one, like an anthology, I would definitely pick up something by Kazu Kibuishi. He edits and writes very well, and his drawings are amazing. So I would definitely pick up these. So the 3 books I did read, I did give high scores to, so I did have a good reading month. I just didn't read as much as I planned. So for the 2 books that I started but haven't finished, one is a graphic novel, which surprised me because I really am enjoying this series. It just got very, like, whoa, crazy. So I just put it down for a minute, and that graphic novel is Fables, Volume 4, The March of the Wooden Soldiers. This is part of the Fable series, which I explained in, like, my January-February TBR because I read the first 3 volumes then. And it's a really great graphic novel series, and I just need to finish it so I can get to the 5th one. And the last book that I started but haven't finished, that will be part of my April TBR, is Spirit Animals, Book 1, Wild Born by Brandon Mull. I am currently that far in, so I've read this much, and I need to read that. I'm reading this on my iBooks app because it was free, and it's a little easier to read it that way instead of carrying a book. So I actually am really enjoying. This is a middle grade series. Each book is written by a different author, which I think is really cool because you get to their different writing styles with each story. And their covers are amazing, so hopefully I will be finishing this in April, and you'll be able to see what I think about it. So those are all the books that I finished/started and haven't finished in March. So for April, I have this running theme of completing/catching up on series. I've noticed when I rearrange my shelves that I have a lot of first in a series or first and second in a series that are all new, that I haven't read. And I don't have that many continuations of a series or finales of a series or standalones. So I kind of want to get going on these first in a series because more than half of my TBR are new series to start. But I didn't just want to keep starting new series and never finishing them. So my goal for April and for the rest of the spring and summer is to catch up on and finish series. So my April TBR mostly consists of finale books, so like the 3rd and the 3-book series, or books that are, or continuations of books, or continuations of series that aren't complete yet, but all of the books are out. For every series I complete or catch up on, I can start a new series, which you will see that I've done here. So I'm going to do the books that I started reading first, and then I'll get on to the rest of TBR. So the first book that I started in April, which I haven't finished yet, is Branded by Abby Kettner and Missy Kalisicki. I think that's how you pronounce it. I was given this a while back from the authors themselves as an ebook because I had requested it for the read to review section in Goodreads groups. and I was really enjoying it, and I got like 50 pages to the end, and I just put it down because I did not want the story to end. I wanted to, wait off till the second book came out, if there was going to be a second book. And then they literally right after, like a month or two after they gave out these arcs, the digital arcs, they were picked up by a publishing group called Month 9 Books, I believe. I'll leave a link to their Twitter or their website down below. And then they, of course, got an actual proof copy of their book, and the new covers are gorgeous. Like, seriously, they're amazing, and they feel so soft. After they were, of course, picked up by a publisher, they were saying they were selling these paperback versions. They were like $20, which that was fine because they were autographed and personalized, so I picked myself up a copy, and now I have this. So I am rereading this because the sequel to this book, which is called Hunted, is coming out April 28th, which is in 12 days, 13 days here. So I want to really finish this. I am about halfway through already. I'm rereading the digital copy they gave me. That way I can highlight there without messing up this beautiful book. So I'm hoping to finish this by the end of April so I can pick up Hunted because I'm so excited. So yeah, this is really good, by the way. If you're looking for an amazing dystopian, definitely pick this one up. So the second book I started and still haven't finished in April is Wings by April Lynn Pike. That I have a TBR challenge jar, which I have done a video on. And for this month's challenge, I had my friend Tony pick, and it said to read an author with the same initials as yours, and since he picked it, I used an author that has his initials. I call him Tony, but his full name is Anthony, so his initials are AP, and the only author that I had that had AP was April Lynn Pike. So I decided to pick up Wings because I've heard amazing things about this series. It has to do with fairies. And I'm like 30 pages in, and I'm really enjoying the main character, but I just put it down because I was reading Branded, and hopefully I'll be able to finish this book this month as well. Now, the theme for this month with starting a series after I finish a series doesn't apply to this book because it was my TBR jar challenge, and it was the only book I could pick. This next book is actually a book that I started in between them, but I actually finished it before them, and that book is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I read this Sunday night into Monday morning, like 11 to 3 o'clock in the morning. I started it and finished it within 4 hours, and it's an amazing book. It's the sequel to The Naturals, which is a YA Criminal Minds type of book, and it's really amazing. I love the characters. 5 out of 5 stars. I'll be doing a review on this very soon. Hopefully I'll be able to put up reviews every Sunday, so look forward to that. Since I caught up on a series, because the third book doesn't come out till November, I was able to start a new series, and I posted a picture on my BookCon app and on Instagram, and I got a lot of likes, but only one person replied, and they suggested I read Article 5 by Kristen Simmons. Now, I've had this book for like 6 months about. I bought it on Book Outlet. This is a post-apocalyptic dystopian world where after a war, the government and the soldiers take over, and they create this whole new moral code. It says, Article 1, the United States embraces the Church of America as their official religion. Article 2, literature and other media considered immoral are hereby banned and shall not be owned, bought, sold, or traded. Article 3, a whole family is to be considered one man, one woman, and their children. Article 4, traditional male and female roles shall be observed. And Article 5, children are considered valid citizens only when conceived by a married man and woman. And this follows the main character, Ember, who comes from a single family, so her mom is the only one that's around. Her dad's not around either, so she's considered an invalid citizen, so she's kind of in hiding with her mom. And something happens, and she gets thrown into this kind of like this reformatory, think like Catholic school, but worse. And her old boyfriend comes in the picture, and it's really action-packed. It's actually really fast-paced. So I am really enjoying this so far. I hopefully will be finishing this soon because I am halfway through, as you could tell. I'm really excited about this. So for the rest of the TBR, I've noticed all of my books are basically conclusions to a series, which is good because that means I can start a whole bunch of new series in May. So this first book was actually a book I just added to my TBR yesterday, and that is the sequel to Article 5, which is Breaking Point, also by Kristen Simmons. I figured just in case I really enjoyed Article 5's ending, and I really need to pick it up, I already had it because I bought both of them from Book Out at the same time. There is the third book out. It's called 3. So maybe if I read this and I really love it, I'll get it. If not, I can wait till later on. But yeah, I figured why not throw this on since I'm reading Article 5. This next book is a book that I'm surprised I haven't finished yet because I absolutely love this author, and that is The Third Door by Emily Rhoda. This is the third book in her Three Doors trilogy, I believe. She does a lot of middle grade books. I don't think she has a YA book out there. And I love all her books, so I'm surprised I just haven't finished it, because once I start them, usually I can't stop. This next book falls in the same boat. I love this book, I love this author, and I love her series, so I'm surprised I haven't finished it yet. And that is Infinite by Jodi Meadows. I've gotten like 30 pages in, and I have this problem with, when it comes to finale books, not wanting to finish them because I don't want the world to end. Like, I don't want the actual world in the book to end. But that also means that I never finish them, which is not a good thing. So I'm hoping to plow through this one, and I know I'm going to really enjoy it, and I can't wait to see how Sam and Anna's life kind of plays out. So hopefully I can finish this in April. This next book, again, is another finale, and that is Rebel by Amy Tintera. This is the second and final book in a duology, so it's a really cool take on zombies. And since I figure it's a duology, so I should be able to finish it this month. And the final books that I really want to finish this April is actually not all part of the same series, and that is the Prophecy series by Ellen O. I've read Prophecy already last year when it first came out, or I read this in 2013 when it first came out, and I really enjoyed it. It's fantasy based on Korean mythology, and of course I love Korean culture and stuff, so I read this and I really loved it. I bought the second book, Warrior. The third book wasn't coming out for like another year, so I decided to put this off until the third book came out, and then I just never actually read it when the third book came out. The third book, King, which was supposed to come out December 31st, 2014, didn't come out till the end of March, so of course I didn't start Warrior because this wasn't out yet. And now that it's out, I am going to be marathoning this whole series, and I'm really excited. I'm also kind of nervous because the final book is the smallest book, and I don't like when finales are really small. So I'm hopefully going to really enjoy this series, and if you are into fantasy and anything with like Asian culture, I definitely suggest picking this series up. That's all for my March wrap-up and April TBR. Sorry it's late again, but you know, I kind of was in this not really wanting to film mood. Like, I wanted to film videos. I have a whole calendar on a dry erase board of what videos to film. I just don't have the want to do so, which now that I've finally posted my very late vlog, hopefully I'll be able to get back into the video mode. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comment section if you've read any of these lovely books. And I will see you soon with another video in a few days. Happy readings. Bye.